Hey, all right. Hey there, I am Chris Palmer with chrispalmer.org. In today's video, what I'd love to share with you is what is the cost of Haro? I was talking to a client of mine, his name's Malad, in fact, and I told him, hey, we're offering Haro. And he's like, oh, what do they go for? Well, this video is for you, Malad. I want to walk through some of the costs that when I was pricing my own service, I wanted to see, well, what's the market out there? Like, what are people charging not only for Haro backlinks, but I was also curious about this digital PR. This is a new buzzword in SEO. It's like, oh, digital PR, right? So this video is going to cover not only Haro backlinks, what's the cost of Haro backlinks. I'm going to cover with you live the brands, the businesses, the services that are available right now that you can utilize, what the price is set at. On top of that, I want to discuss about syndication and value stacking and what some of these services are doing for digital PR. Along with that, I want to introduce to you chrispalmer.org for any and all of your SEO needs. With that out of the way, all right, what exactly is Help a Reporter Out? If you do not know, Haro or Help a Reporter Out is a place where you're able to not only get links potentially on sites like Time, Wall Street Journal, Globe, the New York Times, Mashable. I mean, we're talking huge placements. We were just able to get on Bankrate, Go Banking Rates, Go Bank Rate. It was a huge site, DR83 or something. It's insanity, right? So what Haro is Help a Reporter Out. And it used to be right here at helpareporterout.com, which is, of course, I'm sure you've heard of PR Newswire or Cision, right? But now what it is Connectively, right? Connectively, pretty cool name, right? .us. So here's how it works, all right? And who could say it better than the company themselves? Now I'm going to walk through this. I'll share with you what some of these vendors are doing out there. And hopefully you're better educated when you leave here. So what exactly is it? All right. So for journalists, you can create a profile, submit queries. On top of that, this is if you want. You can also, what's great about Help a Reporter Out is you can submit your own assets, and you can actually have guys, not like myself, but say my team, or like I'm about to show you, all the other teams that are out there. People are actively answering these queries. But you see, this platform, Haro, right? Now Connectively, they're charging now for pitches. It used to be free to answer the pitches, but that's changed over time. All right. So what's really cool here is you can create a profile. All right. And for subject matters, if you're an expert, if you're able to give a piece of information to answer a journalist's or a publisher's query, you're able to get a backlink in exchange, right? It's great. And these links are on real websites, like I shared before, Times, Wall Street Journal, like huge sites that everybody knows and loves, right? So you can come on over here. If you take a look up here in the URL bar, you can see the URL. It's a .us, or you can look up Help a Reporter Out. If you go to the main website, it's going to direct you here, right? Up at the top, it'll say, hey, we're moving. Click this button. Now, I want to point this out to you. When you're getting this, because like I mentioned before, I wanted to cover the price. If you wanted to go out there and buy a backlink, you're not buying a backlink. What you're doing is you're submitting information for a reporter or for a publisher that's on these huge sites, and they're going to place you inside of an article. Now, you don't get to choose what page you want to link to. You don't get to choose what the anchor text is. This isn't a guest post. This is Haro. This is like a link placement in a new article, but on a huge site. All right. Now, what I've been noticing with some of these digital PRs, some of them, what they're doing is they're doing what is called value stacking. I'm not sure if you know what this is, but what they're doing is they're taking almost like Haro links. On top of that, they're taking PR, traditional PR, like digital PR that's online. You can get general syndication through Global Newswire. You can get on sites like AP News, Market Watch, Benzinga, all the Yahoo Finance, these types of sites, like in a press release. They're stacking Haro links or high quality, high grade links along with digital PR. And then on top of that, they're also taking and maybe distributing across a Google News network, podcast network. And I want to point out the difference between these types of value stack campaigns, which I'm not taking away from that. That's awesome. But the difference between a value stack campaign and digital PR or high quality placements is the difference, just like I shared with you in another video about Forbes, where for $35,000 a year, they'll give you a featured post where it's about your brand, it's about your business, it's about your services. That's a featured post. So be very, very cautious if you're going for HARO links or you're looking for even digital PR type websites. Take a look and make sure you know exactly what you're getting. Along with this, you're going to see when we start going over some of the prices, you'll see words like syndicated links, guaranteed links, qualified links. What they're meaning by this is, say you're getting a Haro backlink, and we'll cover some of these services that I pulled out. Mind you, I've taken away the brand logos because that's not allowed here on YouTube. But if you visit these sites, these are top performers. They're always running ads. I have a magnitude of different competitors to show you some of the pricing out there. Okay. And what I want to point out to you is not only the value stacking, not only the syndication, paying for qualified links. You know, if I send out pitches on Haro, I can get 25 pitches for 20 bucks. And that's probably, you might land one for 25 pitches, right? You might. All right. That, you know, sometimes you get more, sometimes you get less. But after you run out of this 25, it's $1 a pitch. So I just want to point that out to you. So there is some costs associated with this. All right. If you're just a business owner and you just want to do one a month, you know, you might be able to land one yourself simply by going here, signing up for an account and trying out. Like if you're an expert in your field and you have the time, then hey, you can submit. You might get one out of the 25, all right, per month. Now, if you're a really good writer and you're really fast with answering each of the replies as they come in multiple times a day, you might potentially get more, maybe. So I just want to point that out to you. But what I noticed over here with some of these prices is just like this particular player here, when I'm taking a look at this first competitor, a competitor now, I guess, not really. What I was doing is the reason why I have this is I was trying to figure out what's the price point. Should I price these things at? Like, I know how much it costs me. I know how much work goes into it. I know how much effort goes into it, but like what price is suitable? And I want to point another thing out. I want to point out a lot of things. That's the point of today's video. If you are a business owner and you're looking and analyzing your competition, let's just say that you're even just a plumber or a roofer, or you're doing solar, a dentist, a chiropractor, a lawyer, whatever the case may be. If you're in a medium to, you know, harder market, oftentimes you need 500 to 1,000 referring domains that are really good quality. And what you're going to see if you're looking at Haro and you're looking at some of these costs, $300, $400, $500, $800 a piece, you know, this can become a very costly venture depending on where you're looking. All right. So the reason why I pulled these out is we started offering Haro, and I was looking for prices for myself, but I just want to point that out. You're doing competitive analysis first, right? If you need 500, 1,000 links, you should have link diversity, not just one type of backlink, even if they're all just the best. But secondly to that, you know, that could be very, very, very costly. Everybody's budgets are different, and $5,000 or, you know, $50,000 might not be a lot to you. You know, if that's the case, that would be amazing. But, you know, for a lot of business owners that I speak to, that's a significant chunk. You know, just to allocate towards links, you know, they're not building out the pages, they're not creating content. That could become very costly. So be very, very mindful of what syndicated links are, what are qualified links. Also take a look at value stacking. If you're looking at Haro for digital PR. All right. Because again, analyze competition. We need to build the same amount, if not more, technically speaking, of high quality links. If they're $800 a piece, this is going to be very hard to achieve. And truthfully, it's just unfair, right? Again, I wanted to point out the site. What is Haro? Here's what it is. Here's how you sign up. You get 25 pitches for $20, and then after that, it's $1 a piece. All right. There are link vendors out there, as we're going to take a look at right now. Not just link vendors, you know, these are digital marketing agencies. I'm taking off the logos because of guidelines, but I am going to share some of the pricing out there so you can get an understanding of what it is, where you can find it, what the costs are, and what to expect. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look here at this. So this is a big leading competitor. They rank very high, advertising all the time. When we take a look here, 5 for $42.50, $850 a unit. So that's one of the prices. All right. This is another, I trimmed off some of the names, but this is for, I won't say the whole name nor show a logo, but what I will share with you is the cost. 2 for $1,600. This is USD. So that's $800 a link. Here you're getting a slight discount. 10 is $550 a piece. So if you buy 10, you get them for $550 a unit. All right. So again, an option, but very, very costly. And remember, they're all getting them from here. Okay. Now on top of that, we have another cost here. This is really, really for you, Milad. Why I'm making this video, because he is in a UK market or an Australian market, mind you, both. On top of that, what I want to share with you is here's some of the costs that are going to be in euro. So 1,500 euros would be what? About $1,700, $1,600. It's pretty close, right? So that's 2 links, 7 and 7, 14, $750 to $800 a unit. Okay. Startup. So if you're just buying singles, it's $800 a piece. Here's a lower cost option, very high ranker. Might be the #1 ranker. I don't know. But what I can tell you though is the #1 ranker, or maybe not. So we have another Haro person here, 3 at $975. So a little bit cheaper, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, slightly over 2. This is probably $250 niche website building, link builder, skip blast. Not sure what all that is. I don't know what that is. I guess they're building links. They're building backlinks at $500 a piece. Very, very costly. So I'm assuming that this is just for the Haro up here. 3 qualifying. So there's that word that we talked about. A qualifying link is going to be a link placement. You have to be very mindful with some of these vendors that if I put out a pitch, right, or multiple pitches on your behalf, it could get picked up more than one time. With that being said, sometimes people will charge you for each one of those, right? On top of that, if I put up I put out a pitch for you on your behalf, or somebody were, maybe one of these vendors, if they put out a pitch, sometimes that pitch, it'll go up. Let's just say it gets landed on AOL. AOL, for some reason, gets syndicated over to Go Banking Rates, or maybe Yahoo, or maybe AP News, or maybe some other website, Tech Bullion, who knows? I don't know. Let's say that it gets picked up and it's a syndicated link, meaning that it's the same exact article, but on another website. That's a syndicated link. Again, so we have syndicated and then qualified. A qualified link is each individual place that posts a unique article with a unique link. All right. Different anchor texts usually. The anchor texts are generally going to be branded, or it'll be the business name or the actual website owner's name is what I've seen quite often. All right. So here, 369, you're in the 300 and some change ballpark. All right. I would say about 290 a piece up here. Then we come down here. Here's another one, another link builder. So it's 27. So they're mixing these up. But these are all just Haro if you get reading in here on the measurements. They are guaranteeing a DR50. Almost every site that lands will be at least a 40 or a 50. Usually very, very, very high quality sites. You know, that's pretty much what you can expect, is super high quality. So this is 27 for 10,000, right? So it can get very costly. Here's 8 for 3,000, 58 links for $20,000 a month. Wow. Moving on. I forgot about that one. Here's another one. These are all well-known companies. I'm just leaving off the logos. All right. So there's no, you know, who knows where these came from, right? But with that being said, here's the last one, I believe, for the websites of what will give you a general idea of what these go for. Again, you can sign up for $20 per month to get 25 pitches. And then after your 25 pitches, it's $1 per month. Note, you will get several batches of emails. So what generally will happen, or it's a platform now, but let's just say it's emails, kind of like an inbox with emails, multiple times throughout the day, generally 3 times. You're going to get a slew of requests. These requests are coming from journalists, publishers that have an article, and they're looking for a specific topic expert in order to quote or reference. All right. Inside of that reference and or that quote, you'll also get a link back to your asset. Now, whether that's a do follow or a no follow, or what the anchor text is, or where they point it to, you know, that's up to the publisher. All right. So this last one here, looks like they're doing them for the lowest price is $330 a piece. Depending, you got to buy 20 to get them for $330 a unit. So $330 a piece. You know, up in here, what is that? 1, 2, 3, $500 a piece. One link, $500. Wow. Here we have 2. So this is about, we'll say $800 a piece. We're talking USD. This right here is $300 a piece. This right here is 8 and 8 is 16, so $800 a piece. And then this one up here is $850 a piece. All right, so this is going to wrap it up for the cost of Haro Backlinks. This is what they cost to go out there and have somebody take care of everything for you. Answer all the queries, send out the pitches on your behalf, sign up, do the correspondence, fill out all the information, send the pictures, the headshots, the bios, all the information. Like, just take care of it all. Take it off your plate completely. An excellent service. Very costly. It can be. Again, I wanted to point out Haro, help a reporter out. You can now come on over here. Here's the URL. You can sign up for yourself. If you're looking for a lower cost option, by all means, come give us a try. Haro will take care of all the reporting for you. We'll send out all the pitches at a much lower cost. Let's just take a look together. All right, so we'll just come on down. There are some rules, regulations, things along that lines, and then we'll go ahead and take care of it here. All right, so it's been an absolute pleasure. I want to make sure I answer some questions here. Let's take a look here. Jason, hey, good to see you, brother. Young, you got my money. My AI workflows for crafting good Haro responses based on our own unique content inputs. Amazing. Thank you. You got my money. I truly appreciate that. Thank you all much for your time. It's been a pleasure. It is my girlfriend's father's birthday today. Happy birthday! So we're going to go and celebrate a birthday party right now. So that's what I'm doing. So you guys have a great day. I should say you have a great day. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for your time. That's the cost of building Haro Backlinks, and have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.